When the formula is said, almost every racing car imagines which looks a bit like a spaceship and speeds over 300 kilometers per hour. But have you ever thought about where did the name of the formula come from? The first formula was created in the period between the two world wars. But it wasn't Formula One, it wasn't any specific cars either, as you might imagine. In motorsport, the formula denotes a set of technical regulations, which the given car must meet, to be able to participate in a specific race. This first formula was like that, the so-called Formula Libre, which was a relatively very loose regulation, which allowed cars to compete with each other in a wide range of types, ages, and brands. The only limitation concerned the maximum weight of the whole car and the volume of the engine, so that the machines are not too powerful and sport was still at least more or less regular. Formula Libre regulations prescribed International Organization of Automobile Clubs, and the same organization, but with a new name, International Automobile Federation, issued new technical regulations in 1946 for the upcoming pinnacle of automotive competitions, World Drivers' Championship. The designation for this regulation eventually settled like Formula One, also thanks to that Formula 2 and 3 were created before the start of the championship, that is, regulations for lower categories, with a smaller volume and engine power, and therefore also speed. But Formula One was not a 200-page document in its early days, as it is today. From the extant rules, the first race of the First World Championship, which was driven in May 1950 in British Silverstone, it turns out that he got by with only 3 rules. First, racing cars could have a maximum of either a 1.5-liter turbocharged engine or a 4.5-liter naturally aspirated engine. Second, it was ordered to separate the driver from the engine non-combustible material. And thirdly, the car had to be equipped with 2 rear-view mirrors, and that was it. On the next page, riders were advised to take a helmet, but it was not mandatory. In short, it was quite common that every now and then someone died in car racing. For example, during the only visit of Formula One to us so far in the sample season before the 1949 World Cup, they died during a race on the original Masaryk circuit in Brno, 2 Czech riders, and because of an accident, the future first world champion, Italo Ferrini, and 2 spectators at the track. It must be added that with practically every accident adjusted and tightened the rules so much that Formula One has recorded over the past almost 30 years only 1 car accident with fatal consequences, and that when a French driver at the Japanese Grand Prix Jules Bianchi lost control on the slippery road over his car and collided with an excavator that was clearing others' crashed vehicle. And so how did the word for prescription become a synonym for a racing car? Hard to say anyway. Initially with the races, they did not advertise under the name Formula at all. They first appeared on posters only in 1960. However, it took another 21 years, then the word Formula became the official name of the entire championship.
It's Friday then, it's Saturday, Sunday, what?